flying out to Vegas, spend a few days with X-Rated and his wife at their house, and hopefully make a lot of progress with this project. So far, we're thinking of Psychoanalysis for the project name, but we're still weighing options with album covers, beats, all sorts of stuff. So it's definitely an honor and a pleasure, and I'm excited about the whole thing. My nerves are a little wrecked right now, but I got it. So anyway, I gotta get some sleep, so keep you posted. Stay tuned. So this has been a shit show. Nothing has worked out like it's supposed to, but I get here and I book a room for the night I'm supposed to be here, which is Saturday. And I get here and I booked the room for the wrong night. So luckily Circle was in town in Vegas, so I was able to stay with her. But my face is breaking out, my anxiety's through the roof. So hopefully this is all worth it. We'll see what's up. I did this documentary because I wanted to share my journey with the world before it was too late. My whole childhood to even this very moment, I always felt like I was a little different or odd in comparison to everybody else I knew or anybody else I would be around. I didn't know if I was crazy for thinking like that or if it was a normal thought process that maybe other people didn't even bring up or express. I don't know. Then I got to thinking, if I am right, is this a good thing or a bad thing? And what do I do with these emotions? See, there was only one thing that really got me able to at least portray this facade of normalcy. And that was my music. Everybody has a story. This is mine. But now I finally catch an expensive ass Uber ride over here. And I'm just kind of waiting right now. Let's see what happens. I mean, X ain't answering his phone right now. So, and I feel bad. It's a gated community. I don't feel like sneaking in when someone drives through, but I might have to. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm still shooting motherfuckers. The broadcast never stop. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is causing a homicide. Pop, if you plotting on the jack front, I see you coming from a mile away and light your ass up.
Nick's had a lot of artists that he's kind of favored through the years and growing up. I can't name them all, but one of them is X-Rated.
I mean, motherfuckers grew up listening to X-Rated. Niggas would have never thought that we be fucking with X-Rated.
I remember back in the day, he used to talk about when X-Rated was still locked up. We were bumping his music and shit. We probably shouldn't have. We were probably still too young, but whatever. It is what it is. We liked it, and he's like, man, I want to rap with this guy. And it's like, we don't think twice about that. We're like, oh yeah, cool. And years fast forward now. He's signed with them now, which is crazy to think about and now saying it out loud, but that's dope.
Now, I met this guy shortly after he got out when he came to the studio. It was huge for X to come to the studio for Nick.
He's always been a big X-Rated fan and Black Market Records. Ever since we lived up by Matson Junior High, he always had his X-Rated playing, and he thought it was so dope that he was rapping over the phone. No one was doing that.
You know what I mean? With the Block Star movement and all of that, the shit that we got going on at Pyramid, that's what's gotten us so far and it kept the fire burning in us, man. And it's a beautiful thing to really see shit unfold the way it is, because we've been grinding so long for this shit.
I knew he really loved X-Rated. When we first started dating, he was just like, this is like my Tupac. This is my Tupac. People don't fucking know. this guy was recording songs in jail over the phone and making moves like nobody else has, and now X will call like in the middle of the night. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And he's like, it's X. I'm like, X just calling you? This was like early on, like when he first started messing with X, and I was like, oh, you guys are just like homies like that. He's like hitting you up, and they'll be on the phone for like hours. I'm like, you guys are for real like homies, and now they're like brothers. Like, it's crazy.
There wasn't no guessing if he was really a gangster or if he's really with the shit, because the nigga was locked up, nigga. He 25 to life, my nigga, and he was rapping about it. He's rapping over the phone, nigga. You nigga, it's real. You feel me? It's not no gimmick to this shit. You don't even have to think about it. Like, nigga, you can look it up. You can look his case up. You know what I'm saying? So we grew up listening to this shit, and it's like with 25 to life, you never didn't think that the nigga's gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? And then he gets out. Now we're fucking with him. Right now, Blockstar's letting him display all his talents and do everything that he does.
And there was one time where we had like a bad feeling about this place. Just like before we even left the house, we're like, I don't know about this place. I don't know about this show. So we went and we get up to backstage and we see X and he's doing this thing, getting ready to go on stage, and the energy is just weird. I don't know how to explain it. And the security started kicking everybody out, and we're like, what? Like, what's going on? So we start to leave, and then we see this like utility closet. And so we go in this utility closet, and we're just like, let's wait for security to like fuck off. So we're just chilling in there. And I don't fucking know what we did for like an hour or so. And we're just chilling in there, like hiding. We hear movement. We're like, oh fuck, someone's gonna catch us back here. We're not doing anything. We just have our drinks, and we're just like. But it was fucking funny. So I mean, it was a struggle even to just get in contact with X. But I don't know how or who. I don't remember who brought X to the studio. But after that, it was kind of like, let's go.
One day, randomly, after I had given up on all that bullshit, I was just like, man, that's not gonna happen. I get a call from the homie 2Time Tim. Shout out to 2Time Tim. I get a call from him. He's like, hey, X is in town. He's doing features. I know you've been trying to work with him. Just give me a little something and I'll pay the rest, whatever you can do, and let's get him in there. I'm like, thank you. I was like, boom, let's do it. I got you right now. Let's go.
6 days later, I was at the house watching the TV show America's Most Wanted. I saw my face and I was like, oh no. Hopped up quick, got the pack of my shit and told the hoe, let's go. That's when I heard suck on the police and opened the goddamn door. Well,
my name is Honoré Vashon Brown, also known as X-Rated. I'm the CEO of Blockstar Evolution. I got a long, complicated story, but I'll give you the short version of it. I started off as a recording artist in the early 90s, gang banging, making music. Ended up going to prison for many years. While I was there, I recorded several albums that charted on the Billboard charts and maintained my name in the game while I was incarcerated. Was blessed to come home in 2018, and that's when I met Mr. Rain. Interestingly enough, there were messages in my Facebook account from Rain, just reaching out, let me know, he supported me, that he loved my music and that he would let us work together. And I never saw him until after we met. Rain became one of my favorite engineers to work with because of his speed and his technical know-how. It's very comfortable with me. And I like to work fast, so it allowed me to be able to do what I do at the pace that I enjoy with somebody who could keep up with my speed, and that was important for me. And we kind of built a bond around that relationship, the relationship between the artist and engineer. That kind of led to production. They started doing beats and sending them over. I would jump on them like, this is dope. And so he ended up recording engineering sessions and actually producing tracks for me for songs that some of which haven't even been released. Rain and I became friends through music, but we became brothers through mutual respect. You know, he's a good dude, and it's a palpable thing. You spend enough time with him. He's just a genuine good dude. He got a solid heart. And, you know, that quality led to us building a bond that was just a little bit deeper than music. Remember when I was building Blockstar Evolution, you know, I called Rain and told him, and you know, this is what I'm thinking. You know, what do you think about how the studio should be constructed, what it should look like, you know, what we need. We had a lot of conversations, and he actually flew out and toured the studio, told me what he thought, and gave me advice on materials to use and things like that. So he was a very vital part to that process of me getting Blockstar Evolution's headquarters, you know, built to my satisfaction, specifically in the studio. There's one particular time where Rain came out to see me in Vegas and brought Tony Rose with him, who I met through Rain. And Rose has become one of my go-to producers, really my favorite producer out of everybody that I work with. And, they spent about, 4 or 5 days with me cranking out beats, and they'd be making a beat in one room and I'd be recording on a different one in another room and come back in that room, write the song while they cleaning up the song I just did, go in there and record the next one, come back in the room while they cleaning that one up, write another one, like literally writing the song while the beat was being made. And love that part about working with Rain and Tony Rose. They keep up with my pace, and being a part of the entire creative process with them is really good for the quality of the work, in my opinion. And I feel like this allowed us to make some really good music together. On the Grind was one of those songs. We actually did that song together, Rain and I, during those sessions where me, him, and Tony were doing our crash course. And we ended up shooting that video sometime later. And it was a great experience. You know, Rain came out, had already participated in the production and the writing on the song, and ended up actually participating in the video production too, you know, and then handled the camera, handled the drone, and rapped his verse and acted out his part in the music video. So, you know, he's one of those people who bring a lot of talent to the table. It's not just being an artist, you know, it's being a producer, being an engineer, being a camera operator, whatever you got to do. And I love people like that who have to wear multiple hats and wear them all well. And that's kind of like the same thing I got to do with my work. I got to wear a lot of hats and I got to wear them well. So I value that trait in other people. And he certainly possesses that trait. So I was having a live stream performance during COVID, you know. Everybody suffered with that, not being able to do shows and tours and things like that. So I'm like, okay, I got all this space. Let me do a live performance for my fans. You know, you can't do that without Rain. So I gave him a call like, yo, you know, you want to come out perform with me? And he flew out, jumped on the plane, man, and hopped on stage and rocked that crowd with me, man. It was a beautiful experience and just another thing that we got to do together that I'm very happy with the outcome and the quality of it, and just another demonstration of his capabilities. My birthday in 2021 was like centered around a family reunion. And so for that reason, I was very stingy with who I involved, who I invited. You know, you can't just have everybody around your family. And so I was very cautious about who I invited. in retrospect, it's even a few people who are there that I wish weren't. You know, that's how exclusive I wanted it to be. And Rain was one of the people that I chose to invite who, you know, brought great spirit with him and energy. You know, flew out with his lady, broke bread with my family, you know, on the bus with us as we made our trips throughout the city and from restaurant to different locations and things like that. And it was beautiful to be able to share that with him. And we also shot a music video for one of my songs with Looney Coleon. And Rain was a big part of that. The song is called Going Through Some Things, aka Dear Mama. And he was moved, you know, because he lost his mother, and that was a significant experience in his life. So for him to be at a video shoot with Looney and I while we shot this video for our mothers was very moving for him. And, you know, he got overwhelmed a little bit with emotion, and he shared that with my family that were present. And that endeared him to the women in my family who I love and their opinions, and they think very highly of Rain, and they were touched by his outpouring of emotion in that experience. And we had a great time, and I'm happy that he was there for my birthday party.
Sorry, yeah.
Compare that to this real quick.
I was trying to find the voice of the, so I think I got more comfortable as I modulated myself, like relax, and do it closer to the original, just chill out. The original was real conversational.
Earlier today when you were sitting down doing those verses, that's the first time that it brought me back to the original when you sat down, which is crazy. So maybe when you get back to Seattle, we'll try it out, but it was nuts. It sounded just like it's supposed to, boom. So, I mean, all I'm hearing is the beginning of the song compared to the end of the song is different. That's all I'm hearing. So it's up to you. If you found your pocket,
let's redo another one.
Oh my God. All right.
I think Rain is somebody who could be easily slept on as an MC, fair or not, you know. Life is full of things that aren't fair, you know. So I don't worry about that. But what I do know is that some people could sleep on him and then come away pleasantly surprised that he's dope. He's actually dope. You know, his bars are up to par, you know, his delivery, his cadence, his approach to a song, you know, it matters to him. And that's why he got my support. You know, I'm very much MC's MC, and I respect rap artists who understand that they have a job to do, you know, when they sit down to write a song, make a song, that they have an obligation to take a certain kind of view and approach and energy into that, you know, when they're getting into the technical aspects of this craft. And for that reason, you know, Nevermore became a topic of discussion, his desire to do this album. And I wanted him to have an opportunity to showcase his skill, you know, in a beautiful package and, you know, the proper platform, proper distribution, so that people have an opportunity to really hear what he's capable of. And I believe that Nevermore is going to be a very, very well-received album. I believe that my fans certainly will discover that, you know, Rain is serious. He takes the craft serious, and that his approach to lyricism is worthy of respect. And that's what's up, you know, as an MC, that's what's up.
At the end of the day, man, my experience with Rain and Pyramid has like literally always been solid 100%.
I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier for everything that's happening, for everything that's happening for my man. I couldn't be happier for my man, and I couldn't be happier right now myself in whole with everything that's happening, because I feel like it's overdue and it's deserved.
You know, when you meet him, when you talk to him, when you sit down with him, when you work with him, you know, people draw to him and they want to work with him.
I'm proud of him to see him go where he's gone in music. So, and I hope he doesn't forget the little guys.
Nevermore.
Yes, sir. I came from nothing, not a thing. I had to go and get it out the muscle. It was like bada boom, bada bang. This is that evolution of the struggle. I stopped the mud off the booze. Yeah, I had to train and recruit. Now I will not lose. I got the juice. 100-round drum. If I ain't, then I shoot. Lola Beltran with that cuckoo. Put in work every day. You should watch how I move. I swear to God, I'm the realest to do it. No, I'm not influenced by nothing you do. Yeah, that's the truth. I've been on grind mode since 9-0 to 9-2. That's why my eyes roll back every time you be acting all brand new. I came from empty fridges in a dirty kitchen. Sink full of dirty dishes, hella bad decisions, had to learn to listen. I coagulated with a coalition. Damn, my whole life been a grind. I went from no lights to the bright lights. I done came out of that swamp water with a middle finger to the hindsight. Like, not a thing. I came from nothing, and I won't go back. I came from nothing, not a thing. I came from nothing, and I won't go back. I came from nothing, not a thing. I came from nothing, and I won't go back. I came from nothing, not a thing. I came from nothing, and I won't go back.
I started with nothing, but when I got going, I tripled my money